The annual exhibition of contemporary art at Randolph College is one of several important traditions and contributions that make up the Louise Jordan Smith legacy. She was one of the first 5 resident professors when the college opened its doors as Randolph-Macon Women's College in 1891. The first annual exhibition was installed at the college in 1911. Careful acquisitions from many of the annuals have resulted in Randolph College's outstanding collection of American art, chiefly paintings, works on paper, and photographs dating from the 19th, 20th, and 21st centuries. With a focus on contemporary American art, the collection includes works acquired directly from the artists themselves during their lifetime. The annual has been an important and distinctive academic experience, year after year fulfilling its original goal of providing students with a primary resource that brings them closer to understanding and appreciating art as an expression of their own time in history. The strength of the annual lies in its fluidity. It has been a kind of proving ground for testing ideas. The exhibitions have presented beautiful objects, and they have responded to the multiple interests of those studying art, art history, science, philosophy, and so many other areas of human endeavor. We wanted to share with you a glimpse of what it's like to put together an annual. Exhibition planning is a collaborative effort with the art department here at Randolph. The annual is always a group exhibition of American artists centered on a common theme. The next step is to contact artists or perhaps the galleries that represent them to see what is available. The main curator of the exhibition will then make selections from the available works. At that point, a loan contract is generated and both parties sign the agreement. For loan exhibitions, the borrowing institution is responsible for all costs, which include shipping, but also may include conservator examinations to determine whether the work is stable enough to travel. Then we contact fine art shippers to schedule delivery. Throughout the process, we stay in contact with the artists because we also develop an exhibition catalog for the show, and we hold a Berlin symposium in conjunction with the show and invite artists in the exhibition to the symposium. The loan form covers issues such as shipping, insurance, photographic rights, climate control, and other features that are of concern to the lender. We use a fine art shipping broker when we put together the exhibition, and we let them know what we need, and they reach out to the various companies that offer the service, who then turn around with quotes for us, and then we get to choose from those quotes that best meet our needs. All of these shippers employ professional art handlers and use climate-controlled vehicles. When we choose work for the exhibition, ideally we make studio visits in order to see the work in person and understand the scale and complexity of the work. This year, because of COVID-19, all of our selections had to be made online. Because of the pandemic, we opened this annual later than usual, but we were thrilled to be able to still open it during this calendar year and maintain the annual tradition. Exhibition design happens well before the loan contracts are developed, and we look at things like dimensions, color, content, aesthetics, and how works relate to one another. We install work to a standard midpoint, which usually is between 58 inches to 60 inches, and that indicates the center of the work of art that we're installing. We also install the work in order to provide ample space around each work of art. When we install, we adhere to best practices in art handling. Finally, we install wall labels, we check that everything is level, and then we set the lights. As we prepare to open the exhibition, our marketing efforts are underway. This includes traditional formats like posters, postcards, and banners, to more current forms like social media. The opening for the 109th annual was very different from previous annual openings because of COVID-19. We couldn't offer any food or drink, and we had strict limits on the number of people allowed into each gallery. And it rained cats and dogs. The annual exhibition has been generously supported by Mary Gray Shockey, an alum and a former trustee, ever since the 100th annual. We hope you've enjoyed getting a peek at what we do behind the scenes in putting together an annual. The annual is a proud tradition here at the college, and we were so gratified to be able to open this exhibition in keeping with that tradition.